Crypto Daily Brief. May 23, 2026. Confidence Test. Regulation. Security. ETF outflows. Today's biggest crypto story is not just price. It is regulation. A U.S. appeals court denied emergency relief for Kalshi and Polymarket, meaning state-level gaming enforcement cases can continue in Nevada and Washington. This does not mean a final loss, but it does show how prediction markets are now facing fragmented legal pressure across different states. The second story is security. After the Verus Ethereum bridge exploit, the project recovered about 4,052 ETH, worth roughly $8.5 million. That is around 75% of the stolen funds. But the bridge remains paused, and the recovery does not erase the deeper issue. Cross-chain infrastructure is still one of crypto's weakest links. The third story is policy. U.S. Representatives Nick Begich and Jared Golden formally introduced the American Reserve Modernization Act in the House. The bill proposes purchasing up to 1 million bitcoins over 5 years as a strategic national reserve. However, this is still a draft proposal that has not passed or become law. Meanwhile, institutional capital continues to exit. U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded a net outflow of $105 million on May 22, marking the sixth consecutive day of capital flight. BlackRock's IBIT led the exits with nearly $69 million in net outflows. This institutional outflow is reflected in market mood. Bitcoin dropped below the $76,000 level, consolidating near $75,400. Ethereum remained weak at 2,063, while the Fear and Greed Index slid to 28, indicating a broad shift into fear. In other news, Near Protocol surged over 30% ahead of its dynamic resharding upgrade in June. Meanwhile, Glassnode warned that 30% of the Bitcoin supply is exposed to potential quantum computing risks as public keys are visible on-chain. In summary, the crypto market's short-term outlook remains highly dependent on regulatory rulings, security breaches, and institutional flows. We present these observations for market intelligence only, and not as trading advice. Watch the key support levels closely as the market structure develops.